From Eldon Keep, King Halric watches as the horizon glows, signaling the arrival of the Silver Host. The air crackles with impending war. Wisps of smoke rise in the distance, painting a grim tableau of burning fields and shattered hopes. His general stands beside him, his face a mask of worry, the weight of Eldan heavy on his shoulders. Halric's gaze is fixed, unreadable. A tempest of duty and memory warring within him. He remembers Seraphina, her laughter echoing in his mind, now leading an army against his kingdom. The silver light intensifies, reflecting in Halric's steely eyes a king bracing for a battle he never wanted. In the war room, Halric, a king etched with weariness, stands defiant as grim-faced generals argue over maps and battle plans. "We are outnumbered. Surrender is the only logical course," General 1 declares, his voice heavy with grim resignation. "Surrender? Never." General 2 retorts, his fierce defiance cutting through the room's tense atmosphere. Halric silences the dissent with a commanding shout. "Eldon will stand alone!" With fierce resolve, Halric commands, "Burn the banners. Burn them all," a declaration of unyielding defiance. In the desolate western hills, the dying fire casts long, eerie shadows. Erin watches Vorthen, her face a mask of worry. Vorthen slumps against a jagged rock, his scales cracked and dull in the fire's fading light. "Vorthen, you are in no condition to continue," Erin says, her voice laced with concern. Vorthen's eyes blaze with resolve. "We must stop Seraphina. There is no other choice." Under a vast, starlit sky, Taran Solmir emerges from the shadows, a silhouette of mystery and power against the night. He confronts Erin and Vorthen, his face obscured, his presence radiating an unsettling calm amidst the western hills. His voice echoes through the night, carrying a chilling revelation. Seraphina is bound to the flame that freed Umbracael. Taran's words hang heavy in the air, casting a dark shadow over Erin and Vorthen as they absorb the ominous prophecy. His gaze pierces through the darkness, focusing intently on Erin. "The same flame burns within you, Erin." Under the crescent moon, wind whispers through the western hills, where Taran's silhouette commands the starlit heights. Taran gestures wildly, the air crackling with unseen energy. Erin stands opposite him, arms crossed, her face shadowed by suspicion. "The only way to save both Seraphina and you, Erin, is to merge them," Taran declares, his voice echoing. "Flame and shadow, queen and dragonborn, into one vessel." Taran continues, his eyes gleaming. Erin's skepticism is palpable. "Merge? I am skeptical and wary of your motives, Taran." Under a somber sky, the Silver Host stands ready, a gleaming bulwark against the approaching Elden army. Seraphina, radiant in silver armor, spurs her horse forward, a beacon of defiance against the gray dawn. Her voice echoes across the vast plains, amplified by unseen forces, a challenge hurled into the wind. "Halric, I demand your allegiance." Seraphina's words cut through the tense silence. A gauntlet thrown, the ranks of Eldon stir, anticipation rippling through their lines as Seraphina's ultimatum hangs in the air. Awaiting Halric's response, Seraphina remains unyielding, her armored figure a symbol of unwavering resolve. Against the pale dawn, Halric rides alone across the vast Eldon plains, a defiant figure challenging fate. His voice echoes, a curse hurled into the wind. "Curse in silver's shape." Seraphina stands resolute, a queen against the rising sun, her face a mask of grim determination. With a silent, commanding gesture, Seraphina unleashes her wrath upon the plains. The Silver Host surges forward, a gleaming tide of armor and steel answering their queen's call. The clash of steel and the roar of battle begin as war descends upon the Elden plains. Flaming arrows arc across the bright Elden plains sky, harbingers of war's fiery breath. Steel clashes against shadow as warriors meet in a brutal, chaotic dance of death. The ground trembles under the spectral hooves of phantom steeds, their charge relentless. Halric, a whirlwind of steel, fights with unmatched ferocity, his every move a defiance. Yet, the Silver Host remains undiminished, an endless tide against Halric's desperate stand. The battle rages on, a symphony of destruction under the unyielding gaze of the sun. Vorthen descends, a fiery behemoth against the sky, his breath scorching the Eldon plains. Erin leaps from Vorthen's back, landing with poised grace as her sword ignites. The unearthly black and gold light of her blade pulses, a beacon of defiance on the battlefield. With unwavering resolve, Erin declares, "The war ends now," her voice echoing with finality. On the desolate Elden plains, Erin and Seraphina face off, the air thick with anticipation of a battle. Their powers collide in a dazzling display, flame dancing against ethereal moonlight. Shadow and light intertwine, creating a mesmerizing spectacle of raw energy. Each strike unleashes shockwaves, the ground trembling under the force of their conflict. The desolate plains become an arena, echoing with the intensity of their struggle. The fate of Eldon hangs in the balance as their powers clash in a symphony of destruction. Dust devils swirl across the Eldon plains under a pitiless sun. Seraphina and Erin confront each other, their scarred armor glinting. Weapons are lowered, but the air crackles with unspoken animosity. Seraphina's voice cuts through the wind. "Why do you fight me, Erin?" Her eyes blaze with ambition. "We could have ruled together. Gods, even." Erin's answering cry is fierce. "Gods forget what it means to be human." Blades clash, metal screams, and the veil shatters, its light extinguished in a blink. The sky rips open, a wound revealing a vortex of black fire and shadowlight. Raw power crackles in the air, a storm unleashed upon the plains. Umbracal's triumphant cry echoes, filled with dark ambition. "The balance is broken." Umbracael, eyes blazing, declares, "The flame is mine," as chaos erupts. Under the vast Elden sky, Terran falls, his body racked with despair. His face twists in anguish, a portrait of utter devastation etched in every line. A scream tears from his throat, a raw, primal sound directed at the heavens. "Umbracael is taking Seraphina and Erin," Terran cries, his voice echoing across the plains. His desperate words hang in the air, a plea against the immensity of his loss. On Eldon plains, Vorthen plunges, a fiery vortex enveloping Erin. The air vibrates with heat, and ozone stings the senses. "Fight it, child of flame. Remember who you are." Vorthen's voice echoes, a desperate plea against the inferno. Erin struggles, her face a mask of conflict, as the flames dance around her. Can she resist the encroaching darkness? A surge of power emanates from Erin, shaking the very ground. "I am both," she declares, a voice of defiance. A blinding light erupts across the Eldon plains, searing the landscape. Seraphina lies still, her shattered crown scattered around her like fallen stars. Vorthen's fiery essence fades, leaving only embers where once burned a god. Erin has vanished, leaving no trace upon the ravaged earth. Amidst the desolate ruins of Eldon plains, King Halric surveys the debris-strewn ground, his face etched with sorrow. His gaze fixates on Erin's sword, one half blackened, the other gleaming, a stark testament to sacrifice and power. Kneeling, Halric reverently lifts the sword, his voice cracking with emotion. "She saved us again. She is between worlds," Terran says. Halric's anguished plea echoes through the ruins. "Bring her back."